Brothers Arjun and Nakul Mahendro brought a little bit of rock and roll to LA when they opened their Indian restaurant with their dad, Pawan, downtown in 2013. Raised in Toronto, the boys learned from their father, a highly regarded chef who hails from Amritsar in the state of Punjab in northern India. Arjun and Nakul decided to call the restaurant Badmaash, which means hooligan or rascal, a theme that fits with their refreshing attitude towards running a restaurant, which is namely, we're gonna do whatever we want because we know it's great. We're not gonna concern ourselves with outsiders' opinions, and you can either come on board and join the party or you can keep it moving. Now with 2 locations, one downtown and one on Fairfax, they've got things you'd expect, like chicken tikka masala and saag paneer, but also things you may not have tried or even thought of before, like chili cheese naan, a butter chicken sandwich, or chicken tikka poutine. I met up with the guys in Artesia, a small city in what's known as the Gateway Cities region in the southeast part of LA County. For about a 10-block stretch on Pioneer Boulevard, you'll find some of the best Indian and South Asian restaurants in the whole city. We went first to Julio's Pizza, not Julio's, Julio's, the guys were quick to let me know. They also let me in on a little tradition that they have before a shoot, namely that they always have a drink beforehand. So if I look a little red in the face during this episode, that's why.
So what's your order, guys?
Definitely gotta get a salad. It's just like buttered
First
mushroom.
and foremost?
Yeah, you gotta get it. I don't know what they do to it.
It's like the most popular thing.
All right, so and then what do we get on the pizza?
The ratios.
So, I mean, they got a bunch of toppings. My favorite thing to get is the chicken tikka, jalapenos, red onions. I mean, we'll do pineapple on half. I'm not trying to...
Okay.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
I'm not trying to offend
I'm
anyone.
conflicted.
We'll do it on half.
I'm conflicted. I don't know in that I don't know if I like it.
So,
And maybe
I'm a pineapple on pizza guy.
and maybe on principle I just feel like it doesn't belong.
The Mahendro home is a pineapple on pizza
Because I
home.
don't
We're gonna get roasted for this.
I don't like hot fruit.
No, it's a
Outside
Hawaiian
of a
pizza.
pie.
Yo, you just gotta have it. Make sure you have black olives on it.
Black olives and pineapple.
Because the salty
So
and
bomb.
the sweet, it's literally like you get 2 slaps of flavor.
2 slaps.
Salty.
We'll do pineapple on half.
It's
pineapple on half.
We'll do it on half. Was it random that a lot of people from India ended up settling in Artesia? Do you know? How does that even happen?
I don't know how it happened here.
From here, so.
How did it happen in Toronto with Gerard's?
I personally think when there's a community or an ethnicity who moves to newer surroundings, they try to be together for better understanding of the place and from there on integrating into the new place. Yeah. And the ones who were in a professions who were not related to the Indian communities, they moved out. And that's how, the integration started very fast. So I would say similarly, that must be the case here on Pioneer Boulevard.
Right. It just maybe it was just a few families and then word of mouth. It just sort of spreads. Did you move specifically to open the restaurant?
We moved specifically to open a restaurant.
Okay.
When we moved here, we just saw the state of Indian cuisine. It wasn't good food at all, and you could tell the shortcuts they took. You could see the oil rings on top, and I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen this type of food before our whole lives, but to see people love it and not know.
Very
Super
heavy.
heavy.
Like flour in the sauces and
like a base curry, which is like one of the a thing that a lot of restaurants do. I'm sorry, other
it's like a
restaurants.
mother sauce.
It's a mother sauce.
And they use it for every curry.
Every single curry has that, and then they'll tweak it a bit, add a little bit, so everything kind of tastes the same.
Yeah. And like the way we grew up, each task that we're doing deserves its due respect. So if you're making a butter chicken, you're not using the sauce that you would or the base sauce that you would also use for a vindaloo. Onion, ginger, garlic, like all that stuff to make a base. No, the ratios are totally different,
Yeah, see, that's where as you're chatting with us, that's where the complexity of the Indian food comes in.
How did that make you feel? Just sort of about, you know,
Kind of gave
sort
us
of
a sense of duty.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of gave us a sense of duty. Like, all right, it's go time.
People talking crazy, well they bring me down. Running round like people miles all over town. Trying to find some meaning in a 5-minute craze. Chasing round in circles to the end of the day. Well, it's a silly, silly life when you're coming on a cop. Playing on a guitar till you think you're gonna drop. Would you believe what we got? Oh, would you believe what we got? Oh, no, you never believe what we got. Well, I don't know where it's going, but neither does a pope. All I know is that it's got me in a
Let's talk about fusion. What is that? What is that?
I mean, I don't get
Is
offended
that
by
a
that
word that's thrown around? People don't.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
So when someone describes something the best they can, they may not describe it as best as the person who created it.
Right.
You know?
Well, I think it's a pitfall of doing something that maybe doesn't exist, right? Is that when people feel the need to describe it, they feel the need to explain it in terms they already understand.
Exactly.
And so things like fusion cuisine, things like, I don't know.
Nouveau.
Right.
Contemporary Indian.
Right.
You know? Modern Indian. So it's like,
Well, okay. So how would you describe the restaurant?
we're a dope Indian joint.
Do people ever use the word like authentic or authenticity around you guys describing your food? Does that bother you? Is that something, whether something is or is not, whether a fried butter chicken sandwich is authentic Indian food? Is that something that you ever have to think about or that ever bothers you?
Authenticity for me is everything. It's just keeping it real. You know, we're real people and we keep it real. And even with Badmaash, if our heart is not 100% into any small or large decision that we make, we don't make that decision. We only make moves if our heart is 100% in it. America has this, white Americans have this obsession with like ethnic food being like warm reds, oranges, yellows. It's like orange chicken, tandoori chicken,
Right.
you know.
I mean, guest is God always, forever. But I mean, we're not trying to switch up what we're doing. Like, we know what we're doing is the best. We're giving the best that we can give, that we know, and we're striving for excellence every day. So if I got one guy coming to me or a couple people saying like, this is whack, that's not good, this sucks, cool, man. Let's keep it moving. There's a tons of places to eat in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So wait, what you think about the pizza?
This is delicious.
I want to
cool with
point
the-
out one thing.
You cool with the pineapple?
Pineapple's winning right now.
You cool with it?
Yeah.
Pineapple's winning.
Oh,
right now.
shit.
You know,
There's less.
You're gonna
there's
get
less and
blasted
less
too
of
in
it.
the comment section.
I think I might be a convert in this particular form.
Okay.
I got the best pineapple pizza for you.
Because it really has that like, you're right about the black olives and the pine. They kind of like harmonize.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Salty sweet.
Yeah.
This is delicious. I don't want to get too full because we're about to have
Yeah.
dosas.
Dosas. Yeah, that's our father's spot.
Pawan, can you just like this is a place that you love? Can you just tell us a
Right.
little bit about it? And, like,
So
we-
this is probably the place where I stop over with my wife Anu, mostly when we are coming back home in the evenings and we haven't had dinner. So we would stop here and I would order dosas. My favorite is always a plain dosa or a masala dosa with masala on the side.
This is your spot. Like
Looks like it.
the first name basis.
Sounds like it.
This is the spot.
Damn, you come here a lot. Okay. I mean, I like masala dosa, masala on the side. That's OG order.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah, so it doesn't get soggy in the center.
right, so it's not like folded
Yeah,
over like a big
exactly.
thing out.
Oh my God, look
Not
at
the
that.
cut in.
Oh
Bring
my
it on. Right here.
नकल bottle में remove करना.
It's like man versus food.
Oh, wait, no, put it that way. Put it that way. Oh, नकल और chocolate that. Hold on. Paper dosa में ऐसे करके order नहीं करता.
I've never seen anything this big.
I love you.
Entire life.
I love you. Thank you.
Here.
How do you feel like things have changed since you've come here in the restaurant scene and food?
You know, before it was like, oh, you're a waiter or something, or you're a busboy, and it wasn't cool. I mean, I remember being a busboy at Remy's at the age of 16, and then you know you got all my friends coming in, and it wasn't cool. It wasn't the coolest thing to be working at a restaurant when you were younger, but I feel like now it is.
Now those same guys who made us feel
Who are
conscious.
mocking.
No, yeah, just like making us feel conscious.
Yeah.
For just being in our job. You know, clearing tables. Are the guys who are looking to invest in
Now they
restaurants.
need a reservation. Yeah. I do think that whatever you want to call the game, food media, I do think it's changed it a little bit for places that maybe aren't as good, that can skate by or even maybe do really well.
For sure.
If they have like a strong social media game, or if they know the right people, or if they have connections in media or the industry, get some real bad places that stick around.
You get one celebrity to vouch for you, you're full for a month.
Yeah, and that's the power of Instagram.
Are you saying that there's a lot of noise then? There's a lot of like fluff?
I do, and I mean, like, you know, I'm out here, I'm taking photos of shit and putting it on Instagram, and like, I'm a part of it, and it's something that I feel really conflicted about.
Yo, we've been to a restaurant where somebody asked us our opinion, and I was like, dim the lights, dude, it's so bright in here. And they're like, what about Instagram pictures then? And I was like,
But you feel like you're in a hospital.
Okay, leave it there.
Our lights are low.
even currently at our downtown location at Fairfax, we dim it down, man, because like that's what's comfortable. That's what sets the vibe off.
want
And it's
the
like
vibe.
for us, I don't know, Instagram is secondary.
But at its core, I mean, you know, your food still has to be banging. Your service still has to be extremely hospitable. You know, your space still has to be inviting and comfortable. You know, so those things haven't changed. I mean, we still need to eat.
Yeah.
We like to be treated well. So that
are the
hasn't
How
changed.
good is that?
This is the part right here.
It's almost like
Addictive.
It's almost like cheesy. It's
Yeah.
like it's almost, you know, like a cheese, like a
Grilled
chicharron kind of
So
thing.
like that.
where
This
it's
is the
just-
part where like it's look at it. It's like almost see-through. You know what I'm saying?
The crispy.
I mean, I do think
Glass.
a great
Having a-
place.
Break me a piece of the.
You want a piece of glass? You want a piece of glass? This one?
Yeah.
It's glass.
Have this one.
Stuffed from our meals at Julio's and Podi Dosa, we headed down the street to finish off the day with chai and dessert at Surati Farsan. There, we sampled a variety of sweets and snacks, including jalebi, a tangled mess of deep-fried flour covered in a sugary syrup.
This is enough snack.
If you haven't noticed, Indians love crispy. Crispy pizza, crispy dosa, crispy jalebi.
Especially Punjabis.
And then this is fried in a very shallow pan, which is like made specially for this. Is like only maybe 2 inches deep, but big ones. So they just, you know, it's like a funnel cake. So they just push it out of a pastry bag.
So good.
Once it is nice and crisp, they pull it out and they dunk it right there into sugar syrup.
Delicious. Like a crunchy donut.
It's so good.
Where do you see the next step for you guys, and where do you see LA going in the future?
I love LA. You know, we all love LA. And it's been so kind to us. And it's really like the people here and the city has really like accepted us so beautifully.
I mean, I love what you guys do, and I really respect your perspective, and I respect, you know, the integrity with which you do these things, and like you were saying, you know, staying true to yourselves and just doing what you do. And I think it's really made an impact on the city, and and I hope you keep doing it. So
We're not stopping.
thank you for being here, and thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having us, bro.
Really appreciate it.
promised us jalebi and chai, so we're here. We're there.
Hey everyone, it's Lucas. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Off Menu. Please like and subscribe to our channel to see more by clicking somewhere over here. If you liked it, please say so in the comments. If you didn't like it, please keep it to yourself. Seriously. Don't